It's obviously a strong performance all around. Defensively, just like this team found its identity. What did you see from a goalie's perspective?
Yeah, I thought we were pretty disciplined in our own end, very detailed, and we were putting our bodies on the line. Guys were blocking a lot of shots tonight. There were a couple times there, pucks coming from the point where I didn't really have a good sight on it, and it ended up never getting through. So I think we need to stay with that. We've been kind of trending in the right direction, and we've had some pretty unfortunate bounces in some games that they get teams back in it, and that's what happens sometimes. But I think we didn't really allow it to get to that point tonight. Pucks weren't reaching their way to the net that often.
You and Yarrow have really built a relationship, it seems, where you guys complement each other nicely. You sit 3 games in a row. How were you able to kind of come in and just stay confident, not only playing the puck, but just stopping maybe hard shots in front?
Just you're always ready to go. Doesn't matter, how long it's been. Like I've been doing it for a couple of years now, and it's nice when you get on a little bit of a run. You can play every other day or every few days, but it's not always the case, and that's when practice is huge. You take it serious. You go out there, you work, and you try to get better every day, and then when games come, you're ready to go, and it's just like any other day. So. I think Askey's been playing well. He got us a big win there in Mini, and we just got to keep working and just keep making saves that we're supposed to make, and those extra ones they'll come, and if we play like we did tonight, we're gonna win a lot of games.
A little bit of a relief for you guys to get a win like this in regulation, not to worry about an overtime or a shootout to get the W.
Yeah, but I don't think it felt like that. Honestly, didn't really feel like a big weight off your shoulder or anything, or a relief. I think the way that we played, from start to the second half, the start through the second period, and then the second half of that third period was really good. And if we can put together a full 60 minutes, I think we'll dominate a little bit more. We'll have more games like we did against LA, where we're out shooting teams by quite a bit and whatnot. We're playing in their end a little bit more. But they got a lot of skill on that end. They got some high-powered players, and they're going to get their chances, and they're going to get their looks and stuff like that. So it's. But I thought we did a good job limiting them, especially 5-on-5. You give them 2 on the power play. The one Jack made a nice play, nice shot pass, and then they get a little bit of a good bounce there on the second one too. So, but we can live with those. We'll clean up some things on the PK, but I think 5-on-5 tonight we were really good.
At the start of the second period there, were you expecting the Devils to kind of make a big push there?
Yeah, you're always expecting a push from teams. We dominated them in that first period. We capitalized on our chances, and then we made a couple mistakes early on in the second that allowed them to get some offensive zone faceoffs and some possession in the O zone, and with the long change, it's hard to get fresh bodies on the ice. So we kind of, I think, fueled their game a little bit there to start that period. We gave them a little bit of life, but we stuck with it. We didn't give them, chance after chance after chance. Sometimes, ozone time is what it is. It's going to happen, but as long as you're not giving up quality stuff every time or every shift, we'll live with it. We'll work through it, and we did, and then we capitalized when we had our chances there at the end of that period.
Would it be nice for you to build on this and maybe try to keep the net for a little while?
Yeah, it'd be nice, but you got back-to-back this weekend, so Askey's going to get in. There's we're going to play a lot of games in a short amount of time, so I'm not worried about playing every game. Whenever I'm going to play next is when I play next. That's up to the coaching staff and their decision, and whenever that time comes, I'll be ready to go.
And when you guys get off to your slow start,
hold on.
You were really mobile in the net today. I would give you that confidence. You're almost like sixth player at the time.
Oh, I try to do what I can handling the puck, and sometimes I do a little bit too much, but I really thought tonight I just kept it simple, just stopping rims and making the easy plays. Didn't try to do too much. There was a couple 50-50s. Sometimes I have a tendency to maybe go after, and they don't always work out. Tonight I felt like I was more on the cautious side, and it's not really playing hesitant. It's just more trying to be smart and let the puck come to me and know that, all right, whether it's a breakaway at 2-on-1 or something like that, I still have a good chance of making a save as opposed to going out and maybe not getting to the puck in time or throwing it onto their guy's sticks. So just trying to simplify things as much as you can.
Now, when the team gets off to the slow start, who is kind of keeping the spirits up? And now, you guys are stacking games together. I'm just, how much confidence are you guys playing with?
Yeah, a lot, and I think you can see it these last couple of games. We've come out pretty strong. We've come out really fast. We got in the first goal, and a couple of them, obviously not the other net, but we clawed our way back from a 3-goal deficit there and made and we dominated that game against LA, I think, and we're in games. There haven't been a lot of games this year where you look at maybe like one or two where it's we didn't really have it that night and we didn't really have a shot, but the rest of the games, like, obviously the first one we're there with the minute left. The second one against Anaheim, we're there with a minute left with the lead. So there's a couple that they could go the other way. I thought the Islander game, another one that a couple unfortunate bounces, but we played a really solid game. Even the game in Jersey, like, we didn't have our best. It was the second night of back-to-back, but we were right there. It was a 2-1 game. Askey made some big saves for us, kept us in it, gave us a chance, and the firepower we have up front and the way that the guys are playing and the confidence that they have and the swagger that they have, it'll go a long way for us. So we just got to keep playing with that and honestly just keep having fun.
Thanks, Ned.
Thanks, Ned.